student number is 9101187912, and I'm here today to talk about my presentation and the report that I decided to do for analyse and present research information. So I'm just going to discuss the audience profile. The report was written about rehabilitation in Queensland. Does it lower repeat offending? And it was developed, and the talk was developed for the Queensland Government Correctional Services. But the target audience today is addressed to inform small and big business groups, local schools, communities, to become more aware on how to be involved in developing new and exciting rehabilitation programs to help reduce recidivism rates in Queensland. Through the use of PowerPoint statistics and face-to-face survey that I conducted, the audience will be informed on the current rehabilitation and what more can be done to improve them in the aid to help reduce recidivism. So that's who I'll be addressing this talk to today. My desired outcome and the purpose of the presentation, so I'll go with the desired outcome first, is for the audience to have a fresh positive outlook on programs provided to offenders, to understand positive approaches such as education and work-based rehabilitation has a great result, other than just suggesting locking offenders and throwing away the key. The purpose of this presentation is to show what is currently available to those in correctional centres today, in both high and low centres, the statistics in recidivism rates, what ordinary citizens believe the main cause of crime is, and to demonstrate the positive aspect of what rehabilitation can be for communities and families. So I'm going to start my talk now, the official part, and I'm going to begin with my introduction. So here we go. Throughout my report, I aimed to research whether rehabilitation programs provided in correctional centres in Queensland are effective in lowering the rate of repeat offending. I concentrated most of my research report on male correctional centres, for the information was easily accessible. In order to discover my question, I concentrated on what programs were provided currently, what are the statistics on recidivism rates, what ordinary people in society know on the programs provided in correctional facilities, and suggest what can be done for improving lowering rates further. So this is the next part I'm going to be talking about is the core information on correctional centres. So I'll just start that now. So high security centres have a secure perimeter to ensure containment. 86% of the state's incarcerated prisoners are held in these centres. And low security centres differ from high in that there is a low requirement of physical containment, and 14% of the state's prisoners are held in these centres. Overall, there is a total of 16 correctional centres provided in Queensland, both high and low, private and public, and for both men and women. Each centre holds different programs, all however aiming to rehabilitate the offender. In high security, these prisoners are managed according to their assessed classification, allowing them opportunities for rehabilitation through participation in education work, vocational training, programs to address their offending behaviours. In low security, prisoners in these centres are encouraged to develop increased levels of self-responsibility. And as in secure custody, there are opportunities provided to participate in the same programs. I'm going to now give an example of what Townsville has to offer in their correctional centre and what a private centre in Queensland has to offer, and just talk about the differences. So here at Townsville Correctional Centre, they hold a lot of outdoor stuff, so the prisoners can go outside and mingle with the community. And also they have a lot of inside work for those who are not allowed and don't pass the assessment tests to be able to go outside to do the work stuff. So there's laundry and tailor shop, which is held inside. Community farming centres plant nursery and farm industries. Now the farm industries also offer employment after their time of incarceration, so that's a very positive way of them when they get out they've got a job to look forward to, and it might help reduce the rate of them reoffending. The community farming is excellent also. That's also inside the centre, and whatever they grow or make, it actually goes back into the centre, so it saves the correctional centre also a large amount of money. So that works both ways. Whereas the private correctional centres are a little bit different. They're more contained indoors. They're not a lot of outdoor centre, like they're not outdoor based. They do hold some programs outdoors, but they mostly concentrate on being inside. So they do printing, woodwork, textiles, counselling, and a lot of psychiatric assessments. So yeah, so that's that. The education and vacation program provide offenders in custody training to improve literacy, education, and grow their chances of employment. So now I'm just going to discuss with you about the questionnaire that I designed. So I handed this particular questionnaire, as I've got here, to 20 people. And I'm just going to talk to you about my results, a little bit of what my results are, and why they think people commit crime. So it's interesting to know. I designed a questionnaire to find out exactly what ordinary with no to minimal knowledge on centres provided, and their opinion on topics such as reasons why people commit crime, who should receive rehabilitation, and whether they think rehabilitation should stay or go. Through this survey, out of the 20 people I got to participate believe the majority of crime is committed because of drugs and alcohol, and that the centres provide these types of rehabilitations for the offenders with these issues. When asked whether criminals or offenders had the right to be rehabilitated, only 4 out of the 20 said no to this question. So they did believe that people have the right to be rehabilitated, but then there were those who just outright flatly said no. They're there to serve their time, they're not there to be pampered, they're not there for opportunities, they're not there to grow, pretty much. But when I reworded the question in another way, whether no matter what crime is committed, so either murder, rape, you name it, anything that's really, really bad, the answer did change in their perspective when it was worded differently. And it changed to this. So, no matter what crime has been committed, should offenders be entitled to rehabilitation? Only 4 out of the 20 people said yes, and no, 16 of the people said no. And that is generally because they believe that rapists and murderers don't deserve a second chance in anything. They believe they should be locked up and throw away the key. But we all know that this type of behaviour does not work, because what are they supposed to do when they re-enter the community? It's just it just not work for anybody, because all they would do is re-offend. But however, when I later on in the survey after this question, I did ask whether they believe rehabilitation should stay or go. Their answer, again, changed to this. 100% of them said it should stay, because their answer to that was, well, what else can we do? Well, a lot of them believe that they should just be locked up, thrown away the keys, so I didn't quite get their answer to that. But the survey demonstrates the exact answer I thought I was going to receive, that ordinary people know very little on rehabilitation, what rehabilitation is all about. And that's why I'm here today, to inform you what it's all about. So then maybe your perspective on it might change and aid in the ability to rehabilitate offenders. Another tool, media can be a great tool in making people more aware, and it would be nice if this could happen. But I would prefer it to be only shown in documentation form, because I believe any other form it would be perceived as negative. In 2010-2011, Queensland accounted for 22% of Australia's offender population aged 10 years and over. Over 56% of people in prison in 2009 had been in prison before. These are the numbers. We should be concentrating in lowering. Now I'll come to the end of my talk, the conclusion and the ideas that I would like to see and help make rehabilitation grow, and the opportunity to maybe get people to come up to me today and offer some ways that they can help. So under section 248 and 262 of the Corrective Services Act 2006, now non-governmental organisations will be able to apply for a grant for financial assistance to provide services on programs to assist prisoners or their families. So now other businesses can get involved in creative programs, and they will be governmental funded as well. So that would be really good. And not only are you helping people outside after serving their time, but we'll be also creating more employment, and you'll be increasing their chances or lowering their chances of reoffending, I should say. As stated before, the programs provided are both positive and rewarding, but what I haven't stated is that currently offenders serving sentences 12 months or less are not entitled to any of these programs. So that is why I am aiming this particular discussion about, is creating programs for offenders who are serving 12 months or less. So that would be good if we could do that. These are my suggestions on how to improve rehabilitation programs. So continue to develop and maintain for offenders with assessed needs, create more media opportunities outlining the positive outcomes of rehabilitation, where appropriate involve families, friends, volunteers and the community in rehabilitation. Encourage big business to offer employment opportunities using that section 248266, so where they will get government and financial assistance to maybe develop new programs. The programs will need to ensure intervention teams, volunteers, and to make sure custodial employees are adequately trained to teach programs to offenders. Develop and maintain programs for offenders and prisoners with an assessed need, which is absolutely essential, because we don't want to send offenders to big business that they've done pretty bad things, and we don't want to put them around people that they might harm. So we'll fit the correct job to their assessed need. Well, that ends my show for today. So my conclusion is, if everyone could get on board and help out and maybe offer a career to an offender, it would be really great. I know it sounds horrible, but not all offenders are bad. They haven't all done bad things, and I think it would help reduce the recidivism rate 100% more. So today I would like to thank you all for coming today to hear what I had to say, and hopefully we can come up with some new and exciting programs that can be introduced. I hope you all came away with a new outlook on offenders, and that rehabilitation is crime prevention. Thank you very much.